What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade. And every 4 to 5 months at the channel, my fellow agents, I try to put together a video showing you the unlimited boss farm you can hit up in the summit on any 10th floor. And there are 2 reasons for that. First of all, in my opinion, especially as a solo player, it is the most effective way to farm for named bosses in the game. And secondly, many of you reach out to the channel almost on a daily basis asking if it still works. The answer is yes, so I did want to highlight that today. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. And we are having a giveaway for an Xbox Series S. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced July 4th of this year. Now, there happens to be a bit of a story arc when it comes to this video, my friends, because I started recording it with the idea of putting together how to get a bighorn, because many people out there are still trying to get that exotic assault rifle, and with the Golden Bullet Global event going on right now, it is a perfect time to farm for named bosses in the summit, because once again you have the option of choosing the difficulty of the bosses that you face. And we all know that countdown is the most efficient way to farm for loot in the game when you're talking about just a mass quantity. However, you cannot have the Golden Bullet activated during that game mode, so I did decide to put this video together right now. Now, during my recording of this video, not only did I get the bighorn on my first attempt, I wound up getting 3 exotics to drop in a row, and that has never happened before. In over 3,000 hours of gameplay, my friends, and in the countless videos I've posted in regard to farming, I've never seen that. So then it went from wanting to make a bighorn video to a farming the summit video, so this is kind of an amalgamation of the 2. And thankfully I was recording my audio at the time so you can hear my feedback. We're going to jump right into the gameplay, my fellow agents, and I hope you enjoy this video. I do not think this is going to end well, my fellow agents. We have too many golden bullets active on legendary trying to get the bighorn. Yeah, lights out. Damn it. Alright. Let's try this again. See if we can make it happen, Captain. If I sound exhausted, it's because it's just before 11 p.m. on... what is today? What's today? Tuesday? We have a new puppy, which is awesome. But I'm on a puppy patrol, which means I need to take the dog out at 11. And I figured, hey, let's try to get the bighorn. You know what I mean? All right, let's focus here. Got the golden bullet activated. Legendary. And again, legendary is the only way you can get the bighorn. So let's see if we can get lucky here. I will walk you through exactly what I'm doing. So, floor 10 of the summit. Most of you know how this works, but if you don't, you get yourself to floor 10 on any difficulty that you want. You can use normal to get there as quickly as possible. And you can do this on any 10th floor of the summit. I just like floor 10. I'm going to farm the boss over and over to try to get the bighorn to drop. And what you do is the following. Once, hopefully, I take the boss out, pick up the loot, open up the menu, go back to the lobby, and then we will rinse and repeat. Oh man, I'm just a mess today. Oh, no way. It's one of those things when the RNG gods are listening, they are on point. Like, I did not want to have to play for a long time tonight to try to get this together. We're going to slow walk. Yeah. Get the bighorn, baby. All right, so one thing I mention anytime you get anything in this game that you've been trying to get for a long time, or anything that is of value, mark it as a favorite. That is the first thing you should do. I play an Xbox. You can see I press the right trigger, mark as favorite. That way I cannot accidentally delete it. Unfortunately, I hear from a lot of players out there, they spend all this time farming for something, and they wind up accidentally deleting the thing, and that absolutely sucks. So do not do that. You have been warned. Now, getting back to the farming method itself, as I said a moment ago, I do this on floor 10. I know players that will do this on floor 70, 80, and 90, because when you hit those higher 10th floors, you are going to face multiple named enemies. But for me, in my gameplay, I just like hitting up floor 10. It's just, you know, that's what I do. It's totally up to you, my friends. And once again, to be clear, while you can only get the bighorn on legendary difficulty in the game, if you want to farm this on a different difficulty, I mean, I've done this in previous videos. You've seen me farm for, you know, exotic assault rifles, different SMGs, masks, backpacks, all of that stuff. Choose your difficulty, my friends. It's totally up to you. But again, I am going to try a few more runs on legendary, strictly because I'm working on the Scorpio build. Still pretty damn squishy. I gotta make a few tweaks to it, so I figure, hey, let's keep testing this. All right, round 2. I think I'll do 3 or 4 in a row, something like that. Let's see what happens. Puppy's still asleep, so we're good for right now. Don't need to move. All All right, so again, here is how this method works. We are going to start to take out NPCs. When you take out the first wave, that is when the named boss shows up. Once that takes place, you want to just make a beeline for the named boss, take them out, pick up the loot, open your menu, go back to the lobby, and you can rinse and repeat. Now, that brings me to a question many of you send a channel anytime I put this type of video together, and that is you're wondering if this still works. Yes, it does. I'm recording this on Tuesday, March 26th. Golden Bullet is active, and the other question is, you thought that the game took this out, and they didn't. What they took out was an XP farming aspect of this. So you would have people who jump on floor 10, they'd go to one floor, farm it, let their character die, rinse and repeat, and just get a ton of XP. That is not the case here, my friends. This concept with farming the bosses is the same thing as hitting up a control point over and over, that kind of a thing. And remember, when you hit up a control point, you're only going to face named bosses on heroic. So for those of you out there who want to do a lower... No way. Damn, dude. 2 in a row? This game is so random. You know, it's one of those things when things are dropping, they're dropping like crazy. What was I saying? Oh, the difficulty. You can choose a difficulty you want, so you can face a named boss regardless of the difficulty that you choose. And for a lot of players out there, that's going to be a really good thing. And for those of you out there wondering why are we not clearing the floor, it's because when you do not clear the floor and go back to the lobby, you will automatically be put at floor 10 once you go back up there. And not only that, it will guarantee the fact that the boss is going to drop loot every single time. I hear from so many players. And they say to save time, what I did is I picked up the loot, then I let my character die. But when I went back to farm the boss, they didn't drop any loot whatsoever. My friends, that is because you did not fast travel back to the lobby. I'm telling you, this works every single time I do it. And the other benefit of doing this is that every time I log into the game, let's say, when I'm done with this session, obviously I turn the game off, but when I turn the game back on, I will be automatically put back at floor 10 every time I jump into the summit, so I can do this farm anytime I want. If I'm playing with subs or friends or whatever it is. It allows me to use this method and try to help other people out, so I definitely like doing that. All right, let's mark this as a favorite. I don't need it, but again, I want to show you, just remember to make sure you do that. Check out this other shotgun. All right, let's do, what, 1 more run, 2 more? I think maybe 1, because I'm tired. I think I've said that like 15 times. Probably only said it once, but whatever. Seems like I've been recording for a lifetime. One thing I want to mention as we move on, and this is because of all the issues we've had since Title Update 20.2, is yesterday we did have that patch that was supposed to take care of a few things that were going on. There was the talent swap on weapons. For me, I noticed another weapon that had its talent switched. Let me know if that was fixed for you. Also, hopefully the delta errors are better for you as well. Oh, we've got puppy movement. Okay, no, we're good. All right, this is definitely my last one. Just gotta stick to it. Let's see what we get. So yeah, I'm working on the Scorpio Legendary build. I've got to make a few more tweaks. Normally I would put a link to the build, but I haven't made it yet. So hopefully I do not die in my last attempt. Let's see what happens, friends. Now, there happen to be 4 different floor layouts you're going to run into on floor 10. Doesn't matter the difficulty, you're going to see the same 4. This one happens to be my favorite, so that's nice. So let's try to rip through this really quick. I got to work on this build. Eesh. Yeah, I got to make that happen. You know what I will do? I will leave a link to a legendary skill build in the video description, so you can check that out. You can use that on this as well. This is getting sideways quick. Yeah, I gotta make some tweaks. Gotta get back to the lab. Oh yeah, I'm dying. It's happening. It's going sideways. It's going to, yep, lights out. Ooh, the splits. Graybeard down. We have a graybeard down. All right, let's try it one more time. And I mean that for reals. It's not one of those, okay, I'm just gonna farm for 20 more minutes and then it turns into 4 hours later. 4 hours later. No, we're not having that. All right. Go. Got to make sure I pick up that loot before I bail. And even though I am doing this farm with the Golden Bullet event activated, you don't need to. You can do this anytime at any point in the game. Alright, so we take out those NPCs. Let's take out the name boss. Gotta make sure I grab that other loot as well. And we will call it a night, my fellow agents. We got so much going on here. I'm going to DC next week. Looking forward to that. DC, New York for spring break. So yeah, get ready for a lot of pictures. I'll post via Twitter. Alright, where'd you go? Gotta make sure I use cover as much as I can. These golden bullets will light you up. So you can go, shut up. No way. 3 in a row? I gotta get that other loot. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going. I'm going back to the lobby. We're done. The puppy just woke up. 3 exotic drops in a row. That's a perfect way to end the farming run. You know what I mean? Anyway, fellow agents, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Talk to you soon, everybody.